Alright guys, fixing to do another pass. If nobody's around, I'm gonna see if I can do a top speed run. I will be going uphill. Hopefully there won't be anybody out here and I can do that pull. It's the only problem about being out here at like 3:30 in the morning. You got some people getting ready to go to work, and then you got cops, third shift cops sitting out here in random places. Trying to get up here to the end of the road. I still have a leaking gasket. It's the exhaust manifold gasket this time. Once again, please take my advice. If anybody buys the OBX header, don't use the shitty gaskets that they send with them, please. Because you're going to have nothing but problems. I mean, I'm barely 2 weeks into my exhaust install, and I've already blown both my gaskets that came with that kit. But here we go. I'm going to do that pull. Looks like there's nobody around. It's really hard to do out here. They'll only let you get away with probably about 65, 70 through here. This time of night, if I was on the interstate, I could really probably get away with 100 plus, mainly because cops really don't care on the interstate unless it's just flooded with traffic. But if anybody has any advice on some of the modifications that I'm doing, or needs advice on like what kind of mods to shop for, where to get some of the mods that I got, please feel free to ask me. I don't mind answering questions. Today it's actually supposed to be really, really warm weather. It's supposed to be up in the 60s. That's fairly warm for here for this time of year. What I plan on doing is I'm going to powder coat my factory spoiler today. I might even put it on, depends on how much time I have. But I know I'm at least going to probably powder coat it today. I'm going up here probably about 12 o'clock today whenever I get up. And I'm going to have my new gaskets put in. And I'm going to slap my oil cooler on. The only thing that I have found bad about that oil cooler is a place to mount it. Like I got my mounting bracket kit in that I ordered. Now the thing is just like finding someplace to mount it, because the only two really bolts that I've seen are on the front of the radiator, and they're not spaced out far enough to allow both sides to be bolted up, so that scratches that. I hate to say it, but I'm probably gonna have to wind up just like taking my front clip off, taking the front bumper off, and just tapping some holes into the bumper support, the back metal part of the bumper support, and mounting it up there. I really don't want to do that, but it's looking like I have no choice, because I literally have, I don't know if you guys have ever really looked into installing an oil cooler on your Versa, but you're very limited on space to put one that's like where it's flat. And the size of those Mishimoto oil coolers they're not relatively big, but they are probably about a foot long and probably about six inches tall and about 2 inches wide. But I'm hoping to get that put in. I really don't want to have to get rid of it, because I mean I did spend like $225 on the oil cooler kit, the filter, and the mounting brackets, and that's really a mod I want to put on here to help, you know, keep the car cooler when I, you know, go to the drag strip this summer. I do plan on getting the Mishimoto aluminum radiator probably about mid-May, towards the end of May. I want to get that for sure. The next engine mod really is probably going to be towards the end of the summer, because I am expecting another baby. If GARM comes through on these intake manifolds, I'm going to be pretty stoked. I've already got the money set back to get one. If not, if it's going to be later on for those intake manifolds, I know a shop down here in Atlanta called Mainstream Performance. They said they would build me one for $500. So I might save myself $200 and just go ahead and go to Mainstream and buy me one from down there, and they'll even powder coat it for me for an extra $100. So save myself a little bit of money, and plus they have a dyno there, so I can slap it on and see it, and like literally dyno it right then and there and see what numbers I put down. So far, like everything that I've installed on the car is holding up really well, other than those gaskets. Like I said, those gaskets are just absolute dog shit. I changed my oil probably about 2,000 miles ago. I put the Mobil 1 extended performance in there. That's what I recommend for anybody, you know, that even if you're just cruising or you do a lot of traveling, it'll actually save you money in the long run. Yeah, I know it's like a $60, $70 oil change if you do it yourself, but at the same time, you actually save money because you can get 15 to 20,000 miles out of that oil. So, where it beats like, you know, regular 3,000 to 5,000 mile oil changes. So you actually save yourself money in the long run. I don't know if anybody else has had a problem out of this. I still have my factory battery in my car, and I'm at 83,000 miles right now, just a hair over. I'm actually starting to have problems. I don't know if it's my HID kit, my fog lights, putting an extra pull on my battery. But when I'm at a stop sign or a stoplight, or I'm in traffic and I've got my foot on the brake, my RPMs will definitely drop to about 500, and it's getting really irritating. I plan on getting an Optimum yellow top. I'm gonna put it down in here. My thing is, I really want to do the battery relocation, but that might have to wait. I plan on buying some new tires, but I really want to trade my MB5X wheels that I have. My Falcon tires that I got on there still got 60% tread on them. I mean, they still grip really good. They're not bald or nothing. I'm wanting to actually trade my wheels and tires for somebody's factory alloy Versa wheels, or somebody's Spec V wheels. If I can find a set for about $250, that would be like amazing. Because I don't know if anybody's really performance-wise in the Versa has noticed it takes a little bit more to push these big 17s than it does those 15s. A few days ago when I ran that stock 6-speed Versa, he kind of pulled on me a little bit when we took off. Well, that, and I had a little bit of an exhaust leak from my gaskets. You know, my takeoff is a little right now because of leaking gaskets. But I really want to put some small. I really want to go down in the wheel size. I'm not really going for a stance look or a real big, you know, low life look. That's not what I'm in the Versa for. I'm in it for more performance, more track use. And a lot of people may laugh at that because it's a 1.8, but it's what I want. I'm actually wanting to get rid of my 17s because it's taking more to push those than it would be a set of 15s or 16s. But like I said, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me. I don't care. I plan on putting up some pictures, some like actual pictures after after my plastic dip comes in and I get everything done. I will post up pictures. I did order plastic dip. But other than that, there's nothing really new. Look for more videos to come.